Every 24th of October, we commemorate International United Nations Day. This day marks the official establishment of the United Nations in 1945. It marks the day when the UN Charter was ratified by the majority of signatories, including the 5 permanent members of the Security Council. The United Nations Charter starts with the words, "We, the peoples of the United Nations, determined to save succeeding generations from the scourge of war, which twice in our lifetime has brought untold sorrow to mankind." The organization was created with the driving commitment to avoid the scourge of war, and yet here we are. In February last year, we witnessed Russia's aggression against Ukraine in blatant violation of the Charter that underpins this noble organization. The invasion serves us as a stark reminder that peace can never be taken for granted. Thousands of civilians are being killed, and millions are suffering, especially women and children. This war has global ramifications. We are currently facing difficult choices which pose extra pressure on international organizations to mobilize resources and address the repercussions of an energy and food crisis around the globe, not to mention the worsened impact of climate change. The Mediterranean, specifically our southern neighbors, has been a theater of conflict and instability for over a decade. The international community cannot afford to lose sight of the violence that has plagued countries like Libya and Syria, and must therefore work towards advancing the Middle East peace process and the issue of Western Sahara. Hence, we must join hands and give a renewed scope to multilateralism through our willingness to cooperate and sharpen our resilience, including to avoid the threat of having several countries going down the path towards famine, which leads to further instability. The situation in the Sahel continues to worsen, and these conflicts and persistent sources of instability must remain at the forefront of our consideration. The climate emergency is compounded with our post-pandemic recovery efforts. Though no one is safe from climate change, it is those who are the most vulnerable who are mostly impacted, particularly women and girls. Despite the unequivocal commitment made through the adoption of the United Nations Security Council Resolution 1325, women and girls often remain excluded from peace talks. The international community has the duty and responsibility to support women in all the stages of the peace process. Everyone agrees global challenges require global solutions. Our role on the Security Council in the next 2 years will be with determination to try to identify as well as to support potential solutions to stabilize situations in crisis around the world. Our commitment to the maintenance of international peace and security is strong, and we remain guided by the principles enshrined in the UN Charter. They are timeless and universal and have been an integral part of our foreign policy since our independence. As ardent supporters of multilateralism, we have a fundamental interest in maintaining the rules-based international order. Today, on UN Day, more than ever before, we are reminded that we need more of the UN, we need more protection of human rights, we need to deliver more humanitarian aid, we need to do more to promote sustainable development and uphold international law. And to do this, we need to act together for the benefit of all mankind.